in the land of YouTube. What is going on out there? Just a real quick question. I just wanted to get a Gallup poll here. Let me just see what's going on. Let me turn my Bluetooth. So just a real quick survey, I guess you guys would say. This will probably be a pretty short live. I was just so curious. I keep reading about all these things in the media about how Biden's got a crime family, and I agree. Joe Biden is a criminal. Probably one of the worst criminals we've seen in the White House since Donald Trump or Richard Nixon. So, you know, I'm not going to back down. I don't report Republicans and I don't support Democrats. You know, Joe Biden is a criminal. His family's criminal. They're all involved in criminality. Joe Biden is probably the most prolific long-term criminal that we've seen in our country since Dick Nixon, who created the war on drugs that we're still living under today. When we don't have a war on drugs, we have a war on people. Biden's family, his son smokes crack and hires prostitutes. It's really bad. If you haven't seen any of the Hunter Biden laptop stuff, man, I'll tell you what, that Hunter Biden laptop stuff, it is terrible. Have you guys seen it? Do you guys see all the videos and the pictures of Hunter Biden and smoking crack and hiring hookers and then the text messages? Did you guys see all that? Pretty bad, pretty bad. And then, did you guys forget that Jared Kushner got $20 billion from the Saudis, and now Trump's accused of stealing nuclear secrets, declassifying them, and then bring them to his hotel? Man, and then the way he did that campaign thing where he was renting out hotel rooms to Saudis who rented up thousands of rooms from him, and he made the profit and they never checked in. What about that? How come it is we can say that CNN or Fox News is propaganda, but boy, we can't just point out the truth. The Biden crime family and the Trump crime family. You don't think that Jared Kushner got a $20 billion payoff? You don't think Hunter Biden did a multi-million-dollar payoff for his daddy Joe? I mean, which crime family are you voting for? Just keep on doing it, sheeple. I'm going to vote for a Democrat. I'm going to vote for a Republican. Same thing, different year. This is the most important election of our lives. Don't vote for a third party. I voted third party since 2008, and I won't vote for a Republican or a Democrat. I'm just wondering, which crime family are you supporting? How are you putting your blinders on? Trump, take away our guns, take the guns and then give them due process. Trump said that. Ban bump stocks. Make it so there's people in jail today from what Trump did. Joe Biden, you know what? I'm going to put my son on this board and then the text messages from a fake name. From a fake name. I'm just keeping it real. I don't support Democrats. I don't support Republicans. And then everybody here, let me ask you guys a question. Put a 1 in the chat if Edward Snowden is a hero. Put a 1 in the chat right now if Edward Snowden is a hero. You guys like the transparency I offer when I take on piggers. Did you guys see Julian Assange? Put a 1 in the chat if Julian Assange is a hero. Put a 1 in the chat if Julian Assange has exposed our government for the corruption that they've done. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Edward Snowden should not only be cleared of all charges, get a full pardon, and flown back to America on a first-class plane with some party supplies, with a cake, and one of those things. Put a 1 in the chat if Edward Snowden should be brought back to America and given a hero's welcome. Put a 1 in the chat if Julian Assange should be taken out of the prison that he's in, gotten off those drugs that they're forcing into him, and brought back to the UK or to America or to Switzerland or Sweden, wherever he's going to go, and celebrated. Put a 1 in the chat if you support Snowden. Put a 1 in the chat if you support Assange. Well, let me just tell you something. Donald Trump tried to have Assange assassinated. He tried to extradite Snowden and have him arrested. This is the guy who got up there and said the deep state's against us. And you guys forgot about that because we see the Biden crime family, and so we just forget about the Trump crime family. I'm not backing down. You guys can be the Trump sucker or the Biden sucker or the Democratic sucker or the Republican sucker all you want. You are being a sucker. Sorry, you don't like it? I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to tell the truth on this channel. Trump is a crime family. Biden is a crime family. That's the way it is. I'm so tired of reading this partisan garbage news. How Trump's a criminal, how Biden's a criminal. They are both criminals. Do you not know that? You think Jared Kushner's such an award-winning hedge fund manager that he got $20 billion? Do you think Jared Kushner is a $20 billion investment guy? No! He got $20 billion because he's the son-in-law of Trump. And then Trump stole the nuclear secrets and put them in his bathroom, allegedly. I saw pictures of all the documents in his bathroom. Look, you don't have to agree with me. I don't care. We're not going to agree with everything. But I'll tell you this, I'm not going to sit here quietly and say, oh, yay, Trump's the best. He's not. He tried to murder two heroes. Biden's a criminal. He's a scumbag pig, taking all of our money and putting it into the weapons dealers for Ukraine. People say, oh, we spent $50 billion on investing in Ukraine's defense. No, we didn't. We did not. God, it's just like, you guys don't read? Listen, we spent $50 billion, $100 billion, giving the money to Lockheed Martin, to Raytheon. The money went to the defense contractors in what is called our military-industrial complex. Every single person in government who's a part of the military-industrial complex, what they focus on is making sure that the military-industrial complex customers, Raytheon and Boeing, and it's just Lockheed Martin. They're the ones getting the money, and Biden gave all the money to the defense contractors. I mean, and wasn't it last year? Wasn't it the Trumpster who rolled out the jab? It wasn't Trump in office as they rolled out the jab? Didn't Trump get the jab? Didn't he? Didn't 90% of you guys get the jab? I mean, I'm just saying, how long are you going to be a sheeple? How long are you going to continue to say, let's go, Brandon, but not look at Trump and go, that guy ripped off every person he's ever worked with. He hired hookers, hired porn stars, and paid them off. Enough nonsense. The guy's a scumbag. He's a total scumbag. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I don't care. You don't want to hear it? I don't care. Don't come. I don't care. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. It's a load of crap to think that Trump is some savior. He's not. He's not at all. He rolled out the jab. He didn't do anything for us. He did back the blue rallies. He said the cops can take people and put them in the car and don't do it nicely. That's what Trump said. And then George Floyd was murdered May 25th and Breonna was killed March 13th. And the cops murdered people as soon as Trump got into office. What are you guys talking about? Like, what are you guys talking about? How can you even sit there and compare these two men and say that one's more of a criminal than the other one? You don't think Trump's a grifter? You don't think the $20 billion for Kushner's a grift? Really? Are you sure about that? You sure about that? Seems like a grift to me. It seems like a grift. $20 billion for a hedge fund manager that no one really worked with before, but now he's getting $20 billion from the Saudis, and then Trump declassifies documents that puts him in his bathroom that are going to go to the Saudis. That's not a criminal. Joe Biden says, make sure you either fire the guy or you don't get the $1 billion. And it's on stage, and Joe Biden says that out loud, and he's not a criminal. We should vote for Biden. Why do we keep on supporting these horrible people? You guys just keep on supporting some billionaire who's a fake Christian. Listen, I was an altar boy. It's not reading of 2 Corinthians. It's a reading of the 2 Corinthians. I've been to mass thousands of times. Trump is a fake Christian. He's not Christian. I'm sorry, he's not. He doesn't pray. He's not a Christian. It's a lie. Joe Biden is not a Christian. He's not a good person. He's a murderer. Joe Biden is complicit with the Clintons and murdered all those people. I'm going to vote for Biden because he's the best choice. He can't even speak. Joe Biden couldn't even stand behind a podium and give a speech. He can't even talk. Trump can talk all right, talk as fast as he can, because if he doesn't get in the White House, he's likely going to be the first politician we ever see go to prison because he's a damned criminal. I mean, what are you guys talking about? I'm just keeping it real. I'm not voting for either one of these guys, and if you do, you're a sheeple. You're voting for the exact same garbage, whether it's going to be Trump empowering cops or Biden creating a one-world government. What are you guys talking about? I keep reading, oh, the Biden crime family. What about the Trump crime family? I agree. Joe Biden's a criminal. I agree. His family is criminal. I agree. Trump and Biden have criminal families. I mean, during that January 6th thing, I know the FBI had a big hand in that. I know the FBI was trying to get as many people in as they could so that the FBI would have all the power, which they do now. At the same time, I didn't notice any of the Trumpers, any of the Trump folks, any of the Trump family members. I didn't see Kushner or Ivana or Donald come out and go on camera and say, hey, stop, get away from the Capitol. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Matter of fact, I think Trump was hiding in his bedroom watching it on TV. He didn't go on Twitter and put his camera up and say, everybody leave the Capitol now, you're not supporting me. He didn't do that. Instead, he was making plans to murder Snowden and murder Assange. That's what Trump was doing. And what is Biden doing? The exact same thing. He's enriching himself, enriching his family. Hey, you better make sure that money arrives or my dad's not going to be happy. The big guy's going to be upset. And you're supporting Biden? You're supporting Biden? You're going to put your name. Listen to me. Here it is for me. I cannot put my name. There'll be no check mark next to my name, next to Trump or Biden. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I would, someone said, I can't see because I got my glasses on. I just saw one word. Someone said something. If you think that you know more than me, then I'm more than willing to have you on, bro. You think you know more than me? Good luck. Good luck. I don't mean to be arrogant, but it's true. I remember almost everything. I have a damn near photographic memory. So don't tell me what I'm saying is incorrect. Trump tried to have Snowden and Assange murdered. Tried to have Assange extradited, tried to kill Snowden, or tried to kill Assange and tried to have Snowden extradited. I can't remember. Then he banned bump stocks and said, take their guns and give them due process later. I would never vote for that chump. He had a Back the Blue rally in Minnesota, the worst cops in America. All those murdering pigs were in the crowd going, yay, Trump! You're going to vote for a guy that all the cops want in? And Joe Biden can't even he can't even speak a sentence. Joe Biden can't get a sentence out of his mouth. He doesn't even know where to walk on stage. Joe Biden doesn't know if he's up on the stage, coming down from the stage. Joe Biden doesn't know where he is right now. He's trying to figure out what's going on. Is it Tuesday? No, Joe, it's not Tuesday. It's Friday. Really? Yeah. Joe has no idea what he's doing, and they're propping him up like Weekend at Bernie's, sticking a shovel in his back like they did John Wayne. Oh, you guys like John Wayne? Did you guys know this about John Wayne? So John Wayne was a raging alcoholic. A raging alcoholic. John Wayne was a full-on drunk. And in one of his movies, they had to take a pitch-nose shovel and put it in the ground and stick the handle of the shovel in John Wayne's back so they could prop him up so he could talk and say his lines. He was wasted. They needed the shot. They were out of time. It was the last day. They had to do it. I'm just keeping it real. How can you go along and say, I'm going to vote for the same old, same old? How this channel is about police brutality and about police accountability and about changing the system. How in the world would you be able to back Donald Trump if you're here now and you're not a copsucker? How in the world could you have him do Back the Blue rallies and then just have cognitive dissonance that he's really on your side? Your number one fear is cops. What I sell this trifold for, the reason why I have this trifold, I tell you, to invoke your Fifth Amendment right away, to remain silent, is because of cops. And Donald Trump has got that cop stick all the way down his throat. He's choking on it. All the cops want Trump. He gave them all the military gear. What are you guys talking about? What are you talking about? Trump's a scumbag. He ripped off every person he's ever worked for. Joe Biden's been in government. He's multi-millionaire. He's doing back deals, stock deals with Pelosi and Mitch McConnell. They're all in it together. You don't have to agree with me, but you can't say that I'm wrong. They are all criminals and they are all in it together. All of them are in it together. Remember, Trump used to go to Bill and Hillary's wedding. He went to their daughter's wedding. Trump participated with the Clintons and Epstein. There are hundreds of pictures of Trump and Epstein together. But forget about all that. He's really for the little guy. He really is. He's for your little kids, that's for sure, along with Billy Clinton. Billy Clinton was on Lolita Express how many times? And who was his vice president? I mean, come on. What are we talking about here? What a load of poop. I'm reading Facebook, I'm reading Twitter, and people have this complete and utter lack of reality. You don't like cops? Then why would you vote for Biden or Trump? Both of them are cop suckers. Defund all the way. Defund and abolish cops and hire peace officers and rights protectors. Abolish the system. You're not going to get that with Biden or Trump. They both back the blue all the way. Listen, I don't care if you don't agree. It's true. The Bidens are a crime family and the Trumps are a crime family. It's just the way it is. You don't have to like it. Let me ask you guys a question. Why did Jared Kushner get $20 billion from the Saudis? Why? How come? Why did Jared Kushner get a $20 billion deal from the Saudis? Think back. You remember Trump going over there and they all put their hand on the globe, on that golden globe, and all the Saudis were around and they were all like, yay, the president's here. And then the Saudis gave Jared Kushner $20 billion. What's the $20 billion for? What's the $20 billion for? You think they were looking for a hedge fund manager in America? Do you think the Prince of Saudi Arabia was like, man, you know, really looking for a hedge fund manager in America? Who we got? The American president is here. His name's Trump. He's got a son-in-law as a hedge fund manager. Well, then we found our hedge fund manager. Let's give him $20 billion just because? Is that what you think? I mean, I'm just asking. For all the Trumpers who are like, I'm unsubscribing. I don't like that he's saying bad things about Trump. I'm also saying bad things about Biden. I wouldn't support a Democrat or Republican if you paid me money. They are both scumbag criminals. And don't forget, while Biden was screwing people with civil asset forfeiture and criminal asset forfeiture when he was in the Senate in Delaware, who wrote the 1994 crime bill that creates the mass incarceration financing apparatus, where he's using criminal asset forfeiture and civil asset forfeiture to fund these rogue police departments all over the country. You think I'm kidding? The police look at your car and say, if I impound that, we can seize it under criminal asset forfeiture or a civil asset forfeiture. Where'd that come from? Joe Biden. He did that while he was in the Senate through the 90s. That's what he did. I'm just telling you, that's what he did. And then you got Trump. He wasn't doing that. What he was doing is hiring people and then ripping them off. Hiring the little man. He would hire a guy like me. I'm just a little guy. And he would hire me and rip me off. That's what Trump did to people. And he did it to dozens and dozens of people. There's a long line of people Trump ripped off. He screwed people over. Never went back and made it right, never paid back a debt, instead threatened to sue them and paid off Stormy Daniels, a porn star, who he was banging. Come on! How many people here know that I would lose my channel and lose my status if you guys found out I was accepting donations to help people and I was hiring hookers? How many of you people would leave in 2 seconds flat? But yet Trump can do it and it's okay because he's Trump. No, it's not okay. I'm tired of remaining silent. You don't want to subscribe? Fuck it. Don't. I don't care. Trump's a scumbag, back the blue pig sucker. And so is Biden. They're both criminals. You don't like it? I don't care. It's true. It's true. The cops' goal today is to pull you over, arrest you, impound your car, and steal your money. I don't care if you don't like it. That's the simple fact. When I drive down this road right now, I'll be able to point out pigs hiding on the side of the road. What's their goal? Put it in the comments. What's their goal? Their goal is to arrest me, impound my car, and steal my money. I don't want that to be true. I don't. I don't want to think that we have rights protectors, peace officers in our country so that their goal is to target middle-class people because we don't have enough really to fight back unless we crowdsource. I don't care if you don't like hearing the truth. If you can't take the truth, go to another channel. Go spend your time there. They're going to lie to you and they're going to suck off Biden and suck off Trump and suck off the cop-sucking nation. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to remain silent. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the people who support me and support this channel saying, yay, Biden's vote for Biden. This is the most important election ever. We saw that Joe Biden is a criminal. He wouldn't give Ukraine the $1 billion unless they fired this particular prosecutor that was going to uncover that he's a corrupt pig. And then Donald Trump goes over and sees the Saudis and miraculously gets a $20 billion deal for his family. $20 billion. I would say Trump is a more prolific criminal than Biden. They're both criminal. They both back the blue. Trump did a back the blue rally. A rally for cops. You think I'm going to support that guy? Trump said, take their guns first and then give them due process. I have a gun. I carry a gun. Do you think I want my gun taken? I'm just keeping it real with you guys. I'm just keeping it real. If you can't take the realness, I understand. There are channels out there you can all get together and say, yeah, let's vote in a billionaire. Let's vote in this billionaire. He's really for the little guy. No, he's not. He's for himself and his family and his billions. He tried to kill Snowden. He tried to kill Assange. I can't remember. He tried to kill one of them and extradite the other one. That's what Trump did. I asked earlier when I first started this cast, how many people support Snowden? 90% of people in here support Snowden. I said, how many of you guys support Assange? 90% of you support Assange. I can't remember which. Trump tried to get the CIA to execute one and then tried to have the other one extradited to America. I can't remember which. He tried to get the CIA, I think he tried to get the CIA to kill Assange, and then he tried to get Snowden extradited to America to prosecute him for espionage. That's what Trump did. The same people that you and I know is the hero. We now know about the NSA. We now know about the cables. We now know about how the government is scumbags because of Assange. And Trump wanted to have one executed and one extradited and charged with espionage, which carries a death sentence. He tried to get the CIA to kill Assange, to kill him. Joe Biden wants to have Snowden extradited and have him prosecuted for espionage. So which one's the good one? I mean, come on, the issues we care about, just get into it. Which one of them is saying, you know what, this Terry versus Ohio shit, it's got to go, where they're just grabbing people and saying, I'm suspicious of you? Don't you think that should go? I'm just wondering, do you think that should go? I think that should go. I don't think Terry versus Ohio should be where you can just run up and grab me because you're a copper and you say that you're scared I could have a weapon on me. I don't think that should be a thing. I don't hear Trump or Biden. The real disappointment for me in my life is Obama. That's the last Democrat I voted for in 2008. I have not voted for a Democrat or Republican since 2008. And I vote every single election, even in the midterms. And I have not voted for a Republican or Democrat since Obama. Unfortunately, for my friends on the right, you guys are full of cop suckers. I'm not a Republican and I'm not on the right. I'm not a liberal and I'm not on the left. I'm in the middle for freedom and liberty and the Constitution. I stand for the Bill of Rights. I stand for your liberty, your freedom of speech, your freedom to stand on a sidewalk where you want. Cops are now sticking DUI checkpoints on sidewalks and saying you can't walk down the sidewalk. I didn't hear Trump or Biden talk about that. How are you guys supporting these horrible crime families? They're both crime families. Listen, YouTube has got me so shadow banned, I could barely get 100 people in a room. So you know what? It doesn't really matter to me. I didn't join this so that you would subscribe to my channel so I could win you over. Oh, I need to win you over. I don't. What I need to do is tell the truth. That's what I need to do. I need to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God on my principles, my morals, my ethics, my standards. Everything that I am has to be based on the truth. That's it. I will not deviate from the truth. I won't do it. If you can't take it, I'm probably the wrong channel for you. There's probably channels out there that will be like, yeah, you know, that billionaire really cares about you. The Burisma guy with Hunter Biden, he really cares about you. That Hunter Biden family, you know, they're smoking crack. And the Hunter Biden guy, Beau Biden, let me just give you the backlog on that. So Joe Biden has two sons. One son's supposed to be the golden boy, another criminal just like him. He gets killed in war or whatever. Then he dies. Then his son Hunter starts banging his wife. I'm not kidding. He starts banging his wife. When Beau dies, Hunter Biden starts banging his wife. And this chick, you know, she's intoxicated with the power. She was dating with the vice president's, married the vice president's son to begin with. So then when Hunter comes around, she's like, yeah, I'm going to keep it in the family. So now she's banging the brother, but then Hunter Biden goes out and bangs a prostitute or a stripper, gets her pregnant, has a baby. The Bidens don't admit that that's their baby. They have 5 grandkids, not 6. You got 6, Joe. You got 6. Hunter got one with the stripper. But support Biden. Support, because he's not Trump. He's not Trump, so support Biden. Guy can't even talk. Guy can't get a sentence out of his mouth. I'm just keeping it real. You guys don't like it? I understand. I understand. Some guy's coming around and explaining to you that Trump's got a crime family and Biden's got a crime family, that neither one of these guys care about you. That they only do things, that all the money right now, $100 billion going to Ukraine, we could have changed our whole country with $100 billion. We could redo the entire pig apparatus for $100 billion. And then Trump on the other side got $20 billion from the Saudis as he has all these documents stashed in his bathroom. I saw the pictures. If it's not real, I didn't hear that. No, a matter of fact, Trump even said, I declassified those documents. I have presidential privilege. I can declassify those documents. Those nuclear secrets to give to the Saudis after they gave your son $20 billion? Yes. Yes. But don't pay attention to that because he's up there and he says he's a Christian. Oh, get out of here. The guy made his money off of gambling and beauty pageants where he was banging the chicks, best friends with Epstein. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Let me tell you the way that I am, and I'll just tell you the way I am. Sometime this year in 2023, I knew somebody in 2023, and somebody told me something about that person. And I called that person and I said, is this true? And they said, well, it's not exactly like that, but kind of true. And I said, our time together has passed. I wish you the best, but I can't associate with you any further. Why? Because I don't put up with any sort of impropriety. I don't even date. And the reason I don't date isn't because I can't, is because I'm not going to get myself involved with the wrong people. And a man, or as we see, any man who gets into power, they get led by lust and you know what happens? They end up screwing the pooch and they lose everything they ever built up. I haven't even really dated in the past couple of years. Every dog has their day. I've had mine. But for the most part, I just steer clear because I haven't found a woman of the caliber that I want to stay with and be with, who I believe will have my best interest as we move forward. Not saying that the girls I dated, the women I dated in the past couple years didn't have caliber. I'm just saying for me to get in a long-term relationship with somebody, they have to have the goods that I need to be able to be attached to them, both personally and publicly. Bill Gates, Epstein, Trump, Clinton, all hanging out. Bill Gates' wife left him when she found out about Epstein, and she checked her calendar and said, well, Bill said he was here on these dates, but he wasn't. He was with Epstein, they found out in the media later, and she divorced him. You think Biden and Trump aren't the same? They're the same. Biden and Trump are the same. You can put on your blinders and continue to vote for billionaires and Democrats and Republicans. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to stay silent as I see people who I love saying, oh, go Trump. Oh, go Biden. The only good man I've seen run for office is RFK Jr., and he's running as a Democrat. I don't vote for Democrats. They have to toe the thin blue line, just like the Republicans toe the thin blue line. Everybody's like, the Supreme Court, you want conservatives in there. The Supreme Court won't hear a case about Terry versus Ohio or qualified immunity, and there's 2 cases being presented now to the Supreme Court. Check SCOTUS blog, scotusblog.com. Go and read it. There are 2 cases right now about Terry versus Ohio and qualified immunity that the Supreme Court will not take up. They don't care about us. They don't give a damn about us. And I'm not sure if you guys know this or not, but Brett Kavanaugh, I'm not sure if you know this. Brett Kavanaugh, the guy who just got put on the Supreme Court last year, year before last, he's best friends with John Roberts. They've had a relationship for 30 years. John Roberts got Brett Kavanaugh on the Supreme Court. It's all buddy system, nepotism garbage. It's a great big scam, and I'm not going to sit here silently. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I know for you Trump sycophants, I better not say anything about him. If you can't take it, sorry. I hate to see you go. I really like you. But I don't like Trump and I don't like Biden. They're scumbags. They're both criminals. Both Trump and Biden are criminals. Do you not get that? I mean, do you not get that? Do you not get that? You can support Trump all you want. You're a moron, bro. You are the definition of a sheeple. You're the definition of sheeple. You really are. I'm sorry, you are. You keep voting for the same dog shit and wondering why we get dog shit served at dinner. You voted for dog shit. You said, I'll vote for the dog shit. You did that. You voted for dog shit. You decided, I'm going to vote for dog shit and then say Biden, 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 or Trump, Trump, Trump. They're both such dog shit. They're both criminals. They're both bad men. They're both bad people. We know Trump is really a piece of shit. He ripped off the little guy. He ripped off the little guy dozens of times. We know Biden is a piece of shit. He held the $1 billion over Ukraine and said, if you don't fire that prosecutor that can expose me, you're not getting the $1 billion. He sat up on stage and was like, well, I just told them if they don't fire that prosecutor, they're not getting the money. It's on camera. But we know that the elites in this country are never, ever punished. They are never, ever, ever punished. The elites in this country can do whatever they want. Can do whatever they want. Look, and I'm sorry, but it's just the way it is. It's just, but keep it real. Don't bullshit yourself. Don't bullshit your friends and family. You just want to fall in line and make sure that you vote for someone who wins. That's why you're going to vote for Trump or Biden. The same. So what's for dinner? Something new or dog shit or bullshit? What do you want? Bullshit or dog shit or something new? I don't want anything new. I don't want anything new. Give me some bullshit. No, I want dog shit. No, I want bullshit. No, your bullshit's bad. The dog shit's better. The bullshit's the best. No, the dog shit's the best. No, the bullshit's the best. My criminal is way better than your criminal. No, my criminal got billions. Your criminal got tens of millions or hundreds of millions. Oh yeah, my criminal, his son is a crackhead and sleeps with hookers. Oh yeah, my criminal son gets $20 billion from the Saudis. All I did is steal the nuclear secrets to give to them. Oh, I declassified them first though. Let's not forget that. It's a witch hunt against me. It's a witch hunt against me. What a load of crap. What's for dinner? Something new? No. You want to get something? No. I don't want anything new. It's either bullshit or dog shit. Which is it going to be? Trump or Biden? Bullshit, dog shit. Dog shit, bullshit. Which is, I don't know. It's one of them. I want one of them for sure. I mean, if you want to pick the wiener, Trump's did get billions. They grifted billions. Ivanka Trump now she doesn't want to have anything to do with politics. She's not going to participate. Yeah, honey. You joined the Republicans, a bunch of cop suckers. You joined the team of tyranny. You joined the team of oppression. Ivanka, you've lost yourself. And then when the January 6th thing was going on, Ivanka didn't go in and say, hey, Daddy, stop this. They all let him sulk in his room. Donald's real mad. He says the election was stolen. Come on. The election's stolen every time because you vote for dog shit or bullshit. It's the same election time after time. You only get the illusion of choice. You get the illusion as though you're picking your Democrat or picking your Republican. You're getting the next billionaire or the next son or daughter of a Republican or Democrat. That's what you're getting. And it's just, that's all I wanted to say. That's the only reason I came on here. I'm not going to remain silent anymore. If you can't take it, then don't come. I'm sorry, I'll miss you. There's channels out there that will buy into your bullshit and be like, yeah, we support bullshit on this channel. We support dog shit on this channel. That's what they are. One's bullshit, one's dog shit. We support this one. And so then you go there and you all go, yay, yay, yay. And then in a couple years, you go, why is our country such dog shit? You voted for the dog shit. A couple years later, you go, why is our country such bullshit? You voted for it. There was a guy that sat up there that had the bravery to tell you, stop voting for bullshit or dog shit. And you just said, Biden, 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 or Trump, Trump, Trump. They don't give a shit about you. Neither one of those guys give a shit about you. People will say, Trump's ideas are better. I agree. Energy independence, absolutely huge. I agree with Trump. And while we're energy independent and you can pay for gas that's going to be less, don't drive anywhere. He's backing up the cop on the side of the road to pull you over, impound your car, arrest you, and steal your money. I agree. We should be energy independent. I agree with Mr. Trump. We should be energy independent. So you can drive and see all the cops he supports and all the military gear he gave them. If you're driving down the road at that $3 a gallon gas and you pass an MRAP on the side of the road or you pass militarized pigs, thank you, Mr. Trump. Thank you so much. You're our savior. The billionaire who got his son a $20 billion investment from the Saudis, and then he stole the nuclear secrets. He stole the paperwork. Oh, he declassified it, then he took it. It's nuclear secrets. We don't share those with other countries. We don't share those. But oh, Chile's so bad. He's such a bad person. He's pointing out bullshit and dog shit. I should change the name of this live stream. Are you voting for bullshit or dog shit? Are you going third party? Because I've gone third party for 15 years now. I haven't voted for Republican or Democrat in 15 years. You know why? Because I know they're just dog shit or bullshit. They're dog shit or they're bullshit. Same old, same old, same old. You don't like me? Okay. Call me when you're in jail. I'll get you out. Trump's not helping any of those people he walked into jail. He said, go down to the Capitol building and protest. He's not helping any of them. Did you guys read the headlines about the people in Georgia saying, we're out of money, we need Trump to help us. Trump is not helping us with our legal fees. He said, I'll cover your legal fees. He's not. I'm just saying, he's not. He's not. I agree, we need strong borders. I agree with Trump so that we can enhance the war on drugs. We got to get the drugs. Trump says we got to get the drugs. Well, I guess on this one it's the same. I guess they're both the same. But one doesn't want to have a strong border. He just wants to fund the war on drugs. The other one wants to have a strong border and fund the war on drugs, which is a war on people. Why can't you guys see it? Why can't you see it? Why can't you see it? You're telling me that I should support dog shit because it's better than the bullshit. Or you're telling me I should support and vote for bullshit because it's better than the dog shit. And I'm telling you, the Biden criminal family and the Trump criminal family are not worth our vote. And we should all not vote for Republicans and Democrats. They sit up there. Did you guys see them impeach Trump? As soon as it started, I said, what are we doing? We have all these problems to worry about. We have all these things going on. You guys are going to waste our time impeaching Trump and it's going to go nowhere. And it went no. Oh, you know what? It did go somewhere actually, because then they told the Trumpster, well, you know, the Republicans, Mitch McConnell, who's now Mr. Mute, that's McConnell. I'm going to pack the Supreme Court. That's McConnell. Pack the Supreme Court. Just saying. I'm just saying. No, he didn't. Trump didn't do everything he said he was going to do. You support Snowden or Biden? Do you support Snowden or Assange? Trump didn't do everything he said he was going to do. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. Trump did not do anything he said he was going to do. Don't sit here and bullshit me. I read the bills. I read the legislation written. You? I'm just telling you what I do. And then I share my information with you. But I'm not going to sit here and say that Trump is a good guy. He's not. He's a piece of shit. And so is Joe Biden. I don't support either one of them. I think they're both a level of shit, either bullshit or dog shit equally. I don't support either of them. I don't support Democrats, and I don't support Republicans. Sorry. I like you too, Rift. Listen, and you're welcome to vote for Trump, dude. I'm trying to get you to not vote for Trump. I'm trying to get you to vote for third party. I'm trying to not get you to vote for Biden. I'm trying to get you to vote for third party. I don't want to sever our relationship. I just want to be able to say my opinion and not be alienated because I tell the truth. That's all I'm asking. I'm asking that I can say what I feel, and you don't say, oh, well, Chili's a piece of shit because he called out the dog shit that our government is, and the billionaires and Republicans and Democrats we keep on electing, or the sons and daughters of Democrats and Republicans. I'm not running as a Republican or Democrat when I run for governor. I'll run as a new third party that I wrote the platform. So, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm running on a third party ticket that I wrote the platform. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm just, I want to be able to say what I say and not be alienated or disposed of for telling the truth, for telling you guys the truth. I don't want to be downvoted or downgraded because I'm telling you, Trump is dog shit, Biden is bullshit. Biden is bullshit, Trump is dog shit. Pick your poison. Pick your poison. Is that wrong? Is it wrong to say that the Republicans and Democrats have led us to this point where our country sucks? They've empowered pigs with our rights over and over and over again? All right. That's the only reason I want to come on. That's the only reason I wanted to come on. I just want to come on here and talk to you guys about that. If you vote for Trump or Biden, you're voting for dog shit or bullshit. I should have called that the name. No, Chris Ryan, the country currently does suck, bro. We live in a police state. I'm all for the American values. I'm all for the Constitution. I'm all for our Bill of Rights. I'm all for it. The documentation, but currently the application of law in our country is tyranny and dog shit. Am I incorrect about that? I mean, am I incorrect about that? I don't think I'm incorrect about that. I think I'm telling you the truth. We live in a police state. There's cops hiding on the road right now to get me. And Trump supports that. He does back the blue rallies. So I hate him. I hate him. I hate Joe Biden too. Don't think I just hate one. I hate Joe Biden. Joe Biden is dog shit. I'm just not going to lie to you guys, man. Because when I run, and I run for a third party, are you going to be willing to leave those Republicans and Democrats and vote for me? Because I'll tell you guys the truth, and I'll do it right. I'll do it fairly. I'll do it fairly. I won't cheat you guys. These guys are going to cheat you. You guys are going to vote for Donald Trump. Trump's going to be president if they don't disqualify him. I mean, listen, I'll say it here. I'll say it now. I've gone off now for 30 minutes about Trump and Biden. Trump will be president. Unless they cheat the vote again, which they cheat the vote all the time. This isn't the first time the vote has been cheated. They'll cheat the vote again. Trump will win. If they don't disqualify him, Trump will be the president. Just like Grover Cleveland. Do you guys know about Grover Cleveland? I mean, if they don't cheat him, he'll win. They're cheating him now. They're charging him with crimes, but he did take the nuclear secrets. I mean, that's what it's about. And then he did do campaign finance fraud. All those Saudis who gave his son $20 billion rented all those rooms in his hotels, and they never checked in. Come on, dude. Come on. You can't. Don't downgrade me or downvote me because I say the truth out loud. Don't judge me because I will tell you the truth. You know? The real Chili's, huh? Yep, I'm the real, that's for sure. All right. I'm so shadow banned on here, I could barely even get a couple hundred people to come on. But for you guys who came on, thanks a lot. I really appreciate you letting me just sit here and bloviate about Trump and Biden. I hate them both. I've given them their nicknames, dog shit and bullshit. And if you buy into that dog shit and bullshit, I'm not just name calling. I pointed out facts here. I pointed out the criminal family that the Trumps are and the criminal family that the Bidens are. I didn't just sit here and just blah, blah, blah. I actually showed you guys real things that these people have done. So, all right. All right, I'll get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to the TED Talk. Sorry it wasn't about cop violence. I'll see if I can get a live going. Good to see you guys. Yeah, Trump's going to win. We already know that. I mean, it's a given. If they don't cheat the election, Trump will win. I don't like Trump. Back the blue? I don't back the blue. So Trump is going to win. And then we're going to have to hope to God that I don't wish anybody the end of life. I don't wish anybody death. I don't wish Joe Biden death. I don't wish Trump death. I think the only person I would wish for death would be Genghis Khan or Hitler, or, you know, in that case, you know, you throw the baby out of the crib into the moat. But other than that, I don't really wish people to die, because life is such a precious thing and it's so final. When you do go, we know that you're never coming back. And so I don't wish anybody death. I don't even wish cops, who I hate, death. I don't wish anybody to die. I just wish this system of these people would be wiped out and we could get a new system in place where people voted for truth and justice. That's what I wish. That we had a constitutional party where people voted for constitutional rights. That's what I wish. And so I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that comes true. If you were offended by me saying that Trump or Biden is dog shit, then you're probably a little too weak to hang around with me anyway. So I understand if you got to go. I'll miss you. Thanks for participating. It's been a good ride, but I'm not going to sit here through this election cycle and say that Trump is a better pick than Biden or Biden is a better pick than Trump. They're both terrible choices, and neither one of us chose them. They were given to us, just like George Carlin says. All right. I love you all, man. I would shout out some names. Thanks for coming. For you diehard Trumpers and diehard Biden people, listen, we're not going to agree on this one. We're not going to agree on this one. That's all. You're welcome to support who you want, Pig Punisher. But Pig Punisher, he supports pigs. So, all right. All right, I'll get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming. I'll see you guys on the next one. Blendon Township Police. That's a great troll, dude. That's a good troll. Blendon Township. Wasn't that... Blendon Township. I can't remember, of all the murderous pigs I've seen in the past 3 or 4 days. I literally can't align Blendon Township with who they murdered. Oh, was that Anthony Allegrini? Was that Anthony Allegrini? Is that who Blendon Township was? Was that Anthony Allegrini? Michael Dolan, you got my full support, bro. Even if we don't agree on politics, who you're going to vote for, I love you, buddy. You've been around for a long time, and I'm super, super grateful that you're here. Riff, I'm glad you're here too, man. You're welcome to support who you want, as long as I'm allowed to say why I don't support them too. You guys are welcome to put Trump, 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 or Biden, 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 or Democrat or Republican. No one's going to get blocked or timed out from my channel for supporting their political candidate. You're welcome to say what you want. I'm not going to in any way, shape, or form try to freeze up your speech. I mean, hopefully we can have a live where it's not all about Trump or Biden or vote Democrat or Republican. But at the same time, if I try to tell you that you can't say what you want to say, then I can't say what I want to say. You know, and this whole talk was about politics. So if Martin wants to put Trump in there, you're welcome to put that, Martin. I don't agree with you. But as long as we can share knowledge and information and even love with one another, and not judge each other because they have perspectives on these people who I think are bad, then I'm not going to, I think it's only fair that everybody gets the same thing. You know what I mean? I started talking about politics. You guys are now putting your candidate in there. Okay. I agree with you there. So Kawhi's correct. And this is where Trump is the better candidate. We should be energy independent. But then Biden can't do his crime family stuff with Ukraine and Burisma if we're energy independent. We're drilling our own oil. And then they blew up the pipeline out of Germany, which screwed over the entire European economy. They screwed all of Europe's economy by taking out the Nord pipeline. They screwed everybody, and that was Biden. So, you know, I don't know. At least Trump didn't take us to war. At least when they tried to get him to go to war with Iran, at least Trump didn't take us to war. And that was one of the few times during his presidential time where I said, man, thank God. Thank God he didn't bring us to war with Iran. Because as soon as Biden could walk us into war with Ukraine and Russia, he did. And now we're there. Yeah, so I got a little kink in my neck. Frustrating from all this crap we're seeing. anyway, I just thought I would share my thoughts with you guys, and thanks for letting me share, you know, and, you know, look, you know, I do care about you. I do care about you. If something happens to you and you need my help and they wrongfully persecute you and prosecute you, it won't be Trump or Biden who raises your bail money, but it'll be me with this team right here. So I want to keep the team intact. If you go to jail, you reach out and you find me and I'll get you out. I'll get you out of there. So we may not agree on politics, but I actually will help you. There's a big difference. There's a big difference. So, all right, I'll get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming, guys. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I love Yahweh. Good to see you, GY. Rich, Joe. Joe, good to see you, buddy. Always good to see you. P-Rex. Stop. We don't stop. Stop. I'll probably lose subscribers from Biden and Trump, but I started off with no subscribers, and now we got a lot. So just keep going. All right, I'll get the flock out of here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.